I want to welcome everybody to the new year, 2021. We really have some extraordinary things to share with you today, and it's all about developing wealth. And I know that's a subject, especially in a new year, that everybody thinks about. How am I going to do better this year than I did last year? How am I going to develop wealth? And I can tell you, it gets much, much better than that with ONPASSIVE, and ONPASSIVE is what we're going to be talking about. And the reason for that is because of Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the CEO. He is the brain trust, the visionary behind ONPASSIVE. And as he was developing ONPASSIVE, one of his main goals was to give us, those individuals that haven't had the ability to build wealth, to give us the ability to build wealth and do it very quickly. You're going to be surprised. So today, we're going to be showing you a way forward to actually develop wealth this year. Really, really extraordinary. It truly is revolutionary. And I'm going to be talking about some concepts that have never been done before. Not only are they unique, they are revolutionary. And it's the reason why we have the ability to come online, participate with ONPASSIVE, and actually start making money for maybe the first time in your life online. Ash Mufareh has built ONPASSIVE with his tech team in India, Bangalore and Hyderabad. They're about 800 strong right now. Everything that has been built by ONPASSIVE has been built by these technicians. And these technicians, they are the best of the best. What they've developed in ONPASSIVE, the products of ONPASSIVE, really are remarkable. They are the best of the best. They're cutting edge. They are built from the ground up, and they are better than anything online today at a lower price point. That's really, really important as you look at ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE today is a journey of many, many years in the thought process. And over the last 3 years, Ash Mufareh has brought it into existence, and it is a reality today. We are only weeks away from the launch of ONPASSIVE, and as it launches, there will be so many happy campers out there because they saw what ONPASSIVE was doing, they got involved, and they actually see a way forward. 2021 is going to be an extraordinary year. Now, ONPASSIVE has a lot of moving parts. They are massive. They have over 50 products today. They have a department for each product that manages that particular product. It is a massive undertaking. But as we come in and we look at ONPASSIVE, Ash has made it very, very simple for us, those individuals that want to come in and participate with ONPASSIVE. And if you can get 4 simple concepts down, understand how they interlink, you're going to understand why ONPASSIVE is so revolutionary and was made for you and I to actually build wealth. And that's why we're here. That's why we're all here. So what I'd like to do is start by talking about those 4 concepts that will affect all of us in major, major ways. And when I first started listening to Ash, these are the things that really intrigued me. And as I learned more about them, I just had to be in. I had never heard anything like this online, offline. It has never been done. It has never been done before, online, offline. And as I heard them, I got very, very excited. Not about what it's going to do for ONPASSIVE, but what it's going to do for me and the people that I share it with. So the first concept as you come in, as I came in and started listening to Ash, the first concept was, as you come in and participate, ONPASSIVE is a self-funding program. I really love that term, self-funding. And all it means is as you come in, you will go out of pocket once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. Now, if you've done any businesses online, you know that's very unique, if not unheard of. Most of these companies, when you get involved with them, even if they have great intentions, they will take money from you month after month after month, and they will milk you dry, and very rarely do you make any money. That is not ONPASSIVE. You will come in, you will pay once, you will never go out of pocket again. The next one truly is extraordinary. And when I heard Ash say this, I absolutely loved it. I wasn't sure it was true, but I loved it. And what Ash said was, as you come in and participate ONPASSIVE, they're going to force you to make money. They're going to guarantee that you will make money. And obviously when you hear something like that, you go, well, that's a great statement, but I don't think you can say that. You can't guarantee that I'm going to make money. No one can do that. Until I looked at the numbers of ONPASSIVE. And as I started to study the structure, the pay structure of ONPASSIVE, as I looked at the numbers, Ash is 100% right. As you come in and you participate with ONPASSIVE, you will make money, flat out. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's been structured. It's what Ash Mufareh had in mind. He wanted you and I to be successful. And because of the structure of ONPASSIVE, they will guarantee you will make money. You will be forced to make money. The next one is just as important, and that's the traffic side of ONPASSIVE. If you've been in any kind of business, online, offline, you know you have to get eyes in front of what you're doing. And ONPASSIVE, as we studied it, they are so good. They're the best of the best at driving traffic, online traffic, getting good qualified eyes in front of what you're doing, loving it, and paying. And that's what we want them to do. We want them to come in and pay, because when they get paid, we get paid. Now, to give you an idea of the volume of traffic ONPASSIVE is going to be driving, because I've had people come in and they say, well, that's kind of nice. I'll get 2 or 3 sales, maybe a month. And, it's kind of nice, but it's not a game changer. I'm not going to make that much money. That's not what it is. Because of the sheer volume ONPASSIVE is going to be doing, it is going to be awesome for you and I, those individuals participating with ONPASSIVE. And as we look at the traffic of ONPASSIVE, I want to give you a couple examples of the kind of traffic ONPASSIVE is going to be driving. About 6 months ago, ONPASSIVE decided to turn on the spigots and drive traffic, and their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins. They did not put a time frame on it. And they turned up the volume, turned up the traffic, and in 4 days, they got 1 million opt-ins. Now that is unheard of. That kind of traffic, that kind of volume, that kind of opt-ins that they got in 4 days is unheard of. I've been doing this a very, very long time online. I drive traffic, and I have never seen anything like it. And when you look at that kind of volume, and an opt-in is simply an individual coming in, interested in what you said, giving you their name and their email and perhaps their phone number. That's what an opt-in is. And if you can drive 1 million opt-ins in 4 days, it's extraordinary. And here's the key to this. Here's the caveat to this. ONPASSIVE is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. Those are the products of ONPASSIVE. When they drove the traffic 6 months ago, they were not using the AI technology, the artificial intelligence. And when you marry those two together, the AI and the traffic, I believe that instead of taking 4 days to bring in 1 million opt-ins, they can do it in 2 or 1 or 12 hours. Now, again, look at the sheer volume. If you extrapolate that over a year's time, it is massive. So that's what they did 6 months ago. About 3 weeks ago, Marty, Dan, and I, we had a couple of videos that we had done, and Ash Mufareh saw them. And he thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and drive a little traffic for these guys. And Ash, again, he turned on the spigots and he drove a little traffic for those 2 videos. Now, usually our YouTube channel, we get between 3 and 10,000 views per video. And that's over the course of a week or 10 days, whatever it is. But as Ash started to drive traffic for us, we got 250,000 views in 3 days. Okay, that's driving a little bit of traffic. This is the sheer volume that ONPASSIVE is going to be doing for us to build our businesses. And as you look at what ONPASSIVE can do and what they are going to do, it's going to get you very, very excited about what's going to happen in your life. The last concept that Ash talked about was the customer side of ONPASSIVE. And obviously, if you've got a business and products, you need customers. And as customers come into ONPASSIVE and start to use the tools of ONPASSIVE, they will never leave. Why? Again, the tools of ONPASSIVE, they are built from the ground up. They're brand new technology. Brand new technology built from the ground up, proprietary and cutting edge technology. All of these products are at a lower price point than what you can find online today. They're just so much better at the lower price point. People will flock in to use these products. Once they start using the products of ONPASSIVE, they will never leave. So what are the products of ONPASSIVE? As we look at ONPASSIVE, they started out with an automated marketing platform. It is a platform that has all the marketing tools that we use as marketers online. Every tool that we use is in that automated marketing platform. Again, proprietary, cutting edge, best of the best, lower price point. And those tools range anywhere from a domain name to server, to a page builder, a funnel builder, a communication module, traffic, really, really important, traffic. All the tools we use to market online are in there, but there are other tools. And, you know, as ONPASSIVE started out as a marketing, automated marketing platform, today they are a total internet solution, either for business or personally. There are so many tools in ONPASSIVE, HR, human resources, Academy, which is an online educational platform. There are so many tools of ONPASSIVE. There is something for everybody online in ONPASSIVE. Today, our market, again, we talk about the sheer volume. Our market today is about 5.6 billion people online. That's a massive market. And as we look at that market, again, there will be something in ONPASSIVE that everybody in that market will want. And when you look at the sheer volume, the 5.6 billion people, again, volume is what is going to set us free, and ONPASSIVE knows how to drive massive volume. So as we look at ONPASSIVE and you think about these four different concepts, what these concepts do is initially they give you 100% automated business for you. In other words, ONPASSIVE is going to build your business for you. You come in, you participate. ONPASSIVE, with these four concepts, it is 100% automated. Regardless of how long you've been online, whether it's been a day or whether it's been 10 years, it's really, really difficult, as Marty said, to develop the skill set you need to actually be successful online. With ONPASSIVE, because of what Ash and his team have done, it has become a reality. You can come online, participate with ONPASSIVE, and because of the tools of ONPASSIVE, because of the concepts of ONPASSIVE, you will be successful. Period. There are no caveats there. You will be successful. Now, as we look at ONPASSIVE, today there is a position. It is a founder position. It is a $97 position. You can come in, pay the $97, and it locks you into the company of ONPASSIVE, and it locks you into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. Really, really important to understand. It locks you into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE because we've got about, we've probably got over 100,000 people coming in a month now. And the sooner you're in, the larger your income is going to develop as ONPASSIVE launches to the world because of those people coming in and because you're locked into ONPASSIVE. The founding position, all it does is lock you into the company and pay structure of ONPASSIVE. The other thing you can do as we're waiting for the launch of ONPASSIVE, which again, we're only weeks away from that. If you have the inclination and you are a founding member, you can actually build a team. In other words, you can share ONPASSIVE and you can actually start to build your team. And there are some tangible benefits to that, and I'll share that with you in just a little bit. But you do not have to do that. If you are not a team builder, you can come in, lock your position in. Again, it is 100% automated. ONPASSIVE will build your business for you, and your income will grow, your wealth will grow. So as ONPASSIVE launches to the world, those individuals that are participating, founding members, how do they come into ONPASSIVE? How do we come into ONPASSIVE? As ONPASSIVE launches to the world, we will come in and we will all become customers. There will be one membership level. We will pay that membership level. We will go into the back office, click a button, and become independent resellers of the IT products. That is the process. Do not worry yourself with the title independent reseller of the IT products, the artificial intelligence and IT products. It is a title. It is a title we need for ONPASSIVE to pay us. That's all it is. But I want to back up to the membership level. That membership level, the cost of that will be between $100 and $300. We don't know what it is exactly yet. Ash hasn't shared that with us, but it'll be a one-time payment, even though it is a monthly fee. And the way that works is as you come in, you will pay that monthly fee one time. You will get all the products of OnPassive. And then the preceding months after that, you will pay with the proceeds that you make with OnPassive. That's how dynamic OnPassive is. So you will go out of pocket once, you will never have to pay again. And again, that feature of OnPassive, it just sold me on everything, because when you share this with individuals, and everybody does over time, you just get excited about it and you share it. It's really, really important to know that the people you're sharing it with, they will be as successful as you are. Really, really important. That's one of the things I absolutely love about OnPassive. So as we look at OnPassive, we come in as customers, pay the membership fee, click the button in the back office, and become independent resellers of the IT product. That brings us to the pay structure of OnPassive. Now, Ash Mufareh does not want us to share the pay structure of OnPassive on an open forum like this. And the reason he doesn't want us to do that, he does not want to give our competition a leg up in any way. And so I can't talk directly about the compensation program, but I can give you an example of how we're going to be paid and how it's going to work. As we come in and OnPassive starts to build our business, what they're going to do is they're going to take a tool out of the automated marketing platform, and that's the traffic tool, and they're going to start driving traffic for all of us. And they're going to start putting customers underneath us. And from those customers and the fees that they're paying, we get a percentage of that. We get a certain volume of what's coming in. That's how we get paid. And OnPassive is going to drive massive traffic and be putting millions and millions of customers in OnPassive that go directly under us as founding members, coming in and participating with OnPassive. Now, the same thing happens with those individuals that have built a team. The difference is, because they've built a team and they have, say, 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 people underneath them, they're also going to get paid for that volume. So for people that build a team, you will cut time frames. But those individuals that do not build a team, that's okay. Again, it's 100% automated. The people that build a team will get there a little quicker, get to that point of financial freedom a little quicker, but we will all get there in time. And again, I'm not talking years. This is going to happen very, very quickly, I believe, to every founder that comes into OnPassive. But if you're not a builder, don't worry about it. You will get there. It's just going to take you just a little bit longer. Not a big deal. So that's how we will all come into OnPassive. That's kind of how the pay structure works. And obviously, as we launch to the world, I'm going to have the freedom to come in and explain the pay structure to everybody. What I can tell you today is it's way better than anything I've ever seen online. And the way Ash Mufareh has structured the way he pays us, it's just breathtaking. Ash Mufareh is one of those individuals that, as he built this company, really thought about it in a really, really hard way and decided that he was going to give the majority of the money away to those founding members, those individuals participating with OnPassive. So although I can't discuss the pay structure right now, believe me, when you see it, you are just going to be blown away. It is so much better than words can really express. You really have to see it. So we're in a really, really great place, 2017. And as we move into 2017, I want to talk about the product a little bit and volume, because that's where it's at. We get paid off of volume, and the more volume we have, the more we get paid. And as I look at the products of OnPassive, I want to talk about one product, and that product is the webinar service. We are doing a webinar today on Zoom. Zoom is, they're okay. You know, they're okay. It's very, very old technology. It's outdated. It's antiquated. It's just not what it should be. OnPassive has built a webinar service that is heads and tails above the Zoom product we're looking at right now. And here's why that's important. Zoom is one of the big dogs on the block. They do about 200 million Zooms a day. Marty can get into the numbers a little better than I can, but they are a multi-billion-dollar company. OnPassive, as they come out with this one product, I believe at the end of a year, I'm not sure Zoom with their webinar service will even be in business. That's how good the webinar service of OnPassive is. And if we look at this one product at the end of that year, I believe OnPassive would be a unicorn company. And a unicorn company is a company that has a value of $1 billion. So there will be tens of millions of people with this one product coming into OnPassive because it is superior at a lower price point. The volume is what is going to set us free. And with this one product, OnPassive will be a unicorn company with $1 billion value. That is massive. The reason I tell you that is because this has never been done before. A company launching day one or at the end of a year's time being $1 billion company has never been done before. And the reason I said day one, we already know because of the 50 products that OnPassive has, along with the webinar service, as good, if not better than the webinar service. They're all just superior. We already know that as OnPassive launches, day one, they will be a unicorn company. The value will be right in that $3 billion range. This is revolutionary. This has never been done online, offline in the history of business. That's how unique OnPassive is. That's how unique at what we're looking at is. This is just some awesome stuff that is done. It has come into fruition. It is a done deal today. And the founding position, as we look at it, the window is closing. We don't have a lot of time there. I would come in, explore OnPassive, make a decision, and pay the $97. It will be the best $97 you ever paid. Now, I want to end with one other thing, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Marty and Dan. As we look at OnPassive, Ash Mufareh, he has done some things that are just ingenious. And it really transfer throughout all of OnPassive. And one thing he's done that will give you an idea of why you want to be in OnPassive. I believe as OnPassive launches to the world, 80% of the people coming into OnPassive will be customers for all the reasons that I've talked about. And as they come in, these customers are going to be well-heeled. They're going to be able to pay a monthly fee. They will come in, buy the products, use them. They're going to love the products. And because of that, they will pay the monthly fee. That bodes really, really well for us because when they go monthly, our income is residual. And over time, our residual income will turn into walk-away income. That's what we want. So that's what Ash has done with the product side and the customer side. But here's what's ingenious. There's another 20% of customers that will come in and use the products of OnPassive. But this group is a little different. They don't have the budget of the first 80%. In fact, they're always worried, can I pay the bills next month? And if I can't, what am I going to get rid of? Here's what Ash has done. As these individuals come in and use the products of OnPassive and pay the monthly fees, over time, the cost of those products will go down. Over time, the cost of those products will be zero. Gets better. Over time, OnPassive is going to pay them to use the tools. Now, I've never heard a company in my whole career that's ever done that, that would actually pay them to use the tools that they initially bought. But it is the genius behind OnPassive. It is the genius behind the structure and the pay structure. And I believe this 20% will come in, and over time, whatever they were doing, they're just going to cast it aside and will come in and work OnPassive 100% of the time because they're making more money with OnPassive than they did with their other business. OnPassive, revolutionary. There are a lot of moving parts to OnPassive. You have time to learn about all those new moving parts. But today, keep it very, very simple. Focus on those 4 concepts. Self-funding, forced to be successful. They'll build your business by driving traffic. Customer and product are royalty. Keep it very, very simple. And then understand the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be driving as they launch to the world with the 50 products. And by the way, not each one, but a majority of these products that are going to be launching as OnPassive launches on their own would be a unicorn company. That's got to tell you something very, very big is about to happen. But keep it very, very simple. Focus on those concepts. understand the volume that's going to be coming our way, and then get ready. 2021 is going to be a year where your financial future is changed forever. And you can come in, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and live the lifestyle that you might have only dreamt of up until now. Very, very exciting things. I'm going to let Marty and Dan have it back. And guys, just fill in anything that I missed. I always miss something, and you guys always pick it up. I'm grateful for that. Go ahead, Marty.
Fantastic, Mike, as always. And I do want to kind of feed in with what you already said. You know, you think about a company like Amazon and all these other billion-dollar companies, but people really don't realize how long it took them to get there. And I'm going to just give you an idea. Google, which everybody Googles, right? Even if you don't know what it is, you do it. Made their first $1 billion. It took 5 years. Facebook took 6 years. Spotify took 8 years. Dropbox, 10 years. Netflix, just about everybody has Netflix. Took them 10 years. Apple, 14 years. Microsoft, 15 years. Intel and a lot of the computers, 16 years. Walt Disney took 69 years. IBM took 79 years. And you know, Mike brought up about Zoom. And everybody's using Zoom because there's 25 other ones, but it's probably the best. And it's nowhere near what OnPassive is going to offer. And let me tell you, Zoom, a year ago, September, was worth $19 billion. This year in September, it was worth $129 billion, because we all know what's going on in the world. Well, to even rack your head over that, most recently, like updated to now, Zoom is worth $139 billion. They just passed ExxonMobil. Now, can you imagine just getting a small little chunk of that pie, when in reality, I think they're going to get 50% of it? That's one product out of 50. And OnPassive is never going to stop. There'll be 100 products someday. I mean, the man is even talking about putting a satellite in space, okay? So there's no end to this. And for you to be able to be part of that, you need to hook into it. Because you can be a spectator, or you can be in the game. I would recommend getting in the game, especially when you don't even have to run the ball. They run it for you. Touchdown. All right, you didn't do anything. Get in, plug in. I mean, my gosh, there's nothing better than this. And I wouldn't be driving it like that, because other than I know how much it'll help people. I'm already seeing it. And then you hear people, well, the founder this, the founder that. This is not hearsay. I talk to this man once or twice every week. This is not my opinion, it's fact. He is who we say he is. Is he crazy? Yeah, absolutely. But he's crazy, unbelievable. Crazy, unbelievable. Got the biggest heart of anybody I ever met. Because he could have took this monstrosity and been the richest man in the world. He still might be. But I think there's going to be a lot of rich people behind him. Amazon made 40,000 millionaires. I believe OnPassive will make 500,000 millionaires. That's my personal opinion. Because Amazon didn't start anything like this company started. When this store opens, they're already going to be a unicorn company. Probably a multi-unicorn company. Anyway, I'll get off my bandwagon here. Let me go to Red for questions first, and then we'll introduce the guest. Mr. Redford.
Hey, Marty, how you doing? I've actually only got one.
Oh.
Amazing.
You.
I know, right?
You scared him, Red.
I know, easy night for me, I'll tell you. And no anonymouses either. Fantastic.
Oh, I could tell by your... All right, go ahead.
Just the one question. People are asking, can I get a recording of this webinar tonight? And the answer to that is yes, it is going to be recorded. And yes, the two places that will be is either on Passive Nation Facebook page or on Passive Nation YouTube channel. So go and check them out. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're looking at it. And if you're on our Facebook page, subscribe to that as well and join us on this amazing journey. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you very much, Marty.
Yep, stay warm, Red. I watched your video this morning.
I was bloody freezing, man.
I saw you. I was trying to think of questions to keep you outside. Anyway, Dan, what do you got, man? I'm sure you got something. Got a smile on you, like.
I always have a smile, just like everybody else. Well, I like the way Mike presents all this to the new people and emphasizes the fact that this is for the new people. This Zoom that we're doing right now today, and what you have to think about is this a kind of culture and community that you want to be a part of? And in order for you to answer that question, of course, you have to get your questions answered. We've been on a 20-month journey with this thing, and we've seen the progress of this company. We've seen the character of the leadership, Ash Mufareh. We've seen the uniqueness of the product. This product is not a copycat product. It is a proprietary product, patented product, not products, 50 companies under one umbrella. So my 2 cents worth here is you've also got to take a look at the fact that there's other companies that I'm sure all of you have been involved with that maybe put a cap on the amount of income that you can make. And they make it very unaffordable to get into it. And they don't have true residual income. Now, of course, true residual income is you sell it once and it keeps paying you over and over and over again. And Marty was talking about that earlier, where you got more people quitting than joining, and you got to be able to fill that hole all the time with new people, and people just can't do that. That's why a lot of people quit. So this is a company that is very unique. The leadership is unbelievable. The products, AI products that are proprietary, you just aren't going to find anything like this anywhere else. So for $97, we felt and we know that this is a bargain. So if you have any questions, get with the person that brought you here, and just get your questions answered. Get a good feel, get a good appreciation as to what this company is all about. And if it solves the issues that you've been facing in the past that have prevented you from being successful in any kind of an online marketing, we know that it does solve those issues, and we are so excited we can't stand it. So come on and join us. There you go, Marty.